Hi everybody, and welcome back to Smart Home Improvement People today. So I thought I'd give you another one of my stories. This actually happened today, okay, from basically leafleting. So putting out a load of leaflets, a couple of hundred leaflets on this lovely estate in Hampshire, okay, and what I would say is the worst nightmare for any parent and for somebody like me. So this is what basically happened. So going around the estate, putting lots of leaflets out, come up to this lovely house. It's the last house I was doing on the estate, put a leaflet through, and I see the keys in the door. So I think, right, this is the second house in a matter of 3 days where I've actually seen this. Somebody's left the keys in the door. Right, so one, do I knock on the door and say, look, you left the keys in the door, take keys out, and then leave them to get on with their day? Or two, do I walk away? Now my problem is, but I look at it is, if I left my keys in the door, which I have done in the past, trust me, I've got an ear bashing off my wife for doing it, I would hope that if somebody was walking past, they would knock on my door and tell me, rather than running the risk of somebody stealing it. So, knocked on the door. Well, actually, I did knock on the door. I rung the bell, and it was, as it happens, a ring doorbell as well. Seen so many of them this week. It's an absolutely ridiculous amount of houses that got ring doorbells. Okay, wait there about 30 seconds. Door starts to open, and my worst nightmare happens. Two kids under the age of 2, maybe even one of them had to be under a year old, toddling around, answer the door. Oh my word. Worst thing that can happen, okay, from a parent's point of view. Now, I'm a father of 6, okay, I'd hate to, you know, I openly admit, I tell my 10-year-old to open the door, but I'm normally right behind him. Okay. Now, if I've got two 2-year-olds, which I've got a 1-year-old, okay, be my worst nightmare. And I say to the kid, it was a little boy, must have been about 18 months old. I said, is your mum or dad there? And he looked at me like I was talking double Dutch. And I can hear a mum in the kitchen. I'm thinking, are you out of your mind or something? You know, and this is a nice estate, you know, this isn't a dump, like, you know, I'm not in the worst, like, council estate or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with council estates. I got brought up on a council estate. Okay, this isn't a rough area or anything. This is a affluent area where houses are going for like £500,000 plus. Okay, so it's a nice area. Wait 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and the kids are still stood there. I'm thinking, oh my God, where are the parents? Are they dead or something? Eventually, one comes out of the bathroom. There's a woman that's been on the toilet. She comes out. I say, excuse us, your keys, you've left your keys in the door. Right. The other woman decides she actually wants to come out of the kitchen and come to the door as well. I said, look, your keys are in the door, get your keys out. Okay, drops a leaflet through, and I walk away, and I think, are you off your rockers? There's 2 of you in the house, neither one of you come to the door. 2 kids under 18 months old. Now, obviously, I like to think I'm a reasonably decent guy. You know, there are people out there, you know, like, for instance, my eldest daughter, she may hate my guts because I've never been in her life, but that's another story for another day. And I thought, I could have been anybody. I could have been a kidnapper, could have been a murderer, I could have been a paedophile, I could have been anybody. I could have taken them 2 kids. Now, this is what I'm going to say. This is the moral of the story. If you've got kids, make sure you've got stair gates so they can't get to the doors. Because the reality is, okay, even though I'm not a criminal, okay, I could have been. And those kids were, you know, it's a bit like the Madeleine McCann story. Parents disappear, go to the restaurant, come back later, Madeleine McCann's gone, not been seen for, what is it, 10, 15 years, however long it is, I can't honestly remember. And it's the same with this. Now, I'm not going to give away where this happened, okay, but if you're a parent, just get stair gates up. They cost next to nothing. You can pick up a stair gate from Asda for what, 15, 20 quid. It's better than what could happen. So just do the sensible thing, okay? Because this just brings it home to me, you know. And you know, luckily, you know, my kids never answer the door because I won't generally let them. Okay, just get stair gates up so they can't get to the door. You know, it's not difficult. They're easy to do. Okay, so that's my story of the day today. So thanks for listening to me ramble along. But for now, thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you all again a bit later.